There are a lot of diverse career opportunities you can do which might not be your first thought. Jobs like being a conservation ranger or a police forensic photographer, or if you're passionate about implementing change, you could become a policy advisor or learn how to be part of and manage world-class customer service teams. The Skills organisation works with government agencies to help them develop their staff. Today we're going to profile just one of those opportunities at Housing New Zealand Corporation's National Call Centre.
I'm Melissa, I'm 16 and I'm from Massey High and I like talking, so basically I want a job where I can talk a lot.
We're taking Melissa to the Housing New Zealand Corporation National Contact Centre where her communication skills can be put to use. Housing New Zealand Corporation looks after thousands of state homes and is one of many government agencies which the Skills Organisation services in relation to industry training.
Welcome to Housing New Zealand.
It's good to be here.
Tina Simcock is the contract manager for the corporation.
We're at the contact centre at the moment. What do you like on the phones?
I'm okay when I'm talking to my friends, but yeah.
Okay then, why don't we go through and have a look and see what we can do. Our customers are really, really diverse and they're real. They're real people living in real houses and real communities. You must be able to keep real but also be very professional in your approach because those queries are going to come through from the general public. They want to know and you need to be able to provide them the answers. Welcome to the hub of the contact centre. This is your card and it'll get you through. We've got between 30 to 40 advisors answering your calls. Anywhere around the country, if you're needing housing assistance, you can just pick up the phone.
And it's open 24/7?
Yep, 24/7. But before you get to this stage, we need to put you on some training.
Okay, just take a seat round the table where you like.
The exercise Melissa is going to do will help her understand people she can't see, dealing with situations they may have difficulty explaining well.
Talkers, I want you to hold your piece of paper so that nobody else can see what's on it, please.
Okay, Melissa, first of all I want you to draw a rectangle at the top of the page.
Melissa has to interpret instructions to draw a diagram she can't see, mirroring the sort of skills used by a contact centre worker. The skills gained in the call centre are adaptable and can be used in both government and private sectors.
The advisors should be adequately trained and be able to hold enough information to be able to impart that on to the caller. They should be able to be directed or informed correctly as to who does what, where and when.
Okay, so if you two have finished drawing, I want you to turn together and compare your pictures round this way. How did you go?
Yeah, oh, not too bad, but
It's not bad at all.
The $11.4 billion state housing portfolio is the government's single largest financial asset.
We have 67,000 properties which we lease out, so we've probably got about 180,000 tenants. So it's a lot of New Zealanders that you look after if you work for Housing New Zealand.
After some basic lessons on the database, Melissa is ready to listen in on some real calls with advisor Francis.
It's a very varied job and exciting because we don't really know what they're calling up about or what the situation is when they do calls. And if you have any questions afterwards, I'll be more than happy to answer them. Okay. Good morning, you're speaking with Francis. How can I help?
You may get calls relating to floods that are outside your control, and it may mean that you have to advise them to take another path, like go and stay with a friend, go and stay with family, actually physically leave the home that they want to stay in. But due to health and safety reasons, you just can't get a contractor out there on time.
Can I get a contact phone?
Sometimes making those calls, the customer at the end of the phone, they don't know how tough it is for you. At the end of the day, you can only do what you can do.
Okay, well, you've been speaking with Francis. You have a good afternoon. What did you think of that call?
Yeah, I think you handled it really well, and you had a nice tone in your voice, and you seemed really happy at the end.
Thank you, yeah.
She
Get that
seemed
a
to
lot.
like you.
Go from there.
Melissa's not going to be able to take a call from a real customer, but she is going to get a practice with Sherwin testing her skills.
Good morning, you're speaking with Melissa. How may I help you?
Oh, hi Melissa. I'm just wanting to find out some information about the Welcome Home loan. Can you help me?
The sort of staff that we want in Housing New Zealand are people who really care about other people, who want to help.
Yeah, there are some standard criteria to make sure the Welcome Home loans go to the right people.
You're dealing with vulnerable people, often struggling to deal with a whole range of issues. And so you need people who enjoy that sort of challenge, but also have a sense that they're doing something to help others. I think that's really important.
Okay, that's fine. Have a nice day.
You too, thank you. Bye-bye.
That was so bad.
The test is over, so how did she do?
Really good. I mean, understandably she would be a little bit nervous, but she gave me all the correct information and she was friendly and it was really good.
I don't know, I don't think it was good because I was nervous.
Jay is a team leader at the Contact Centre and is currently studying the National Certificate in Contact Centre Operations.
So what are you learning in the course?
There's elements of customer service, which is very important, being in a contact centre, some administration functions as well, and also some soft skills like active listening, things like that.
So here we are, just a few minutes out of the contact centre, just down the road a bit in Porirua. I brought you out here just to give you an idea of what sort of tenures that we have, some of the tenancies, some of the houses that our customers live in. You actually get to make a difference to people's lives. You may have been the first person that they've called or spoken to for a couple of days, and because you happen to have a friendly voice, sometimes people want to hear that. Sometimes people just want to talk to you.
Melissa is shown how housing is developed for individual family needs. First floor access for the elderly and building a new house for a couple with 7 kids.
For them, it's a 5-bedroom house and it's a chance for them to eat together, be together and live a bit more healthily.
The whirlwind tour of Wellington stops outside Parliament and a chat with Operational Policy Manager Gary Williams, who started out managing rental properties in Mangere and 10 years later ended up working at the Beehive.
So the really neat thing I've found about the corporation is that if you're willing, there are so many opportunities to progress your career. If somebody had have said when I started with the corporation that within 8 years I would be working in the Minister of Housing's office, I would have said you're absolutely crazy. But those are the sorts of opportunities that are there, and the corporation is very supportive of the professional development of its staff.
The experience is over and all that is left is to say goodbye.
Well, thank you for showing me around. I've had a really good time and I've learned a lot about Housing New Zealand.
You've got a great speaking voice, so come back anytime.
I will, thanks. Seems really fun and you get to help people, so it's a bonus, and yeah, it would make you feel happy when you're finished every day.
To gain the National Certificate in Contact Centre Operations Level 3, you will need to be working in a contact centre environment. Focusing on communication skills and customer service, this program is a great way to complement and formalise skills you have learnt on the job. This course is a great way to start in one of the hundreds of diverse career opportunities available in the state sector. Individual units focus on inbound calls, conducting telemarketing surveys, customer complaints and emergency service calls. Ongoing training support is also provided by the Skills organisation. Visit skills.org.nz for more information.
Supporting local content so you can see more of New Zealand on air.